If you're familiar with Donald Trump's finances and the litigation over whether he's really a billionaire, you know, there's good reason to believe he doesn't have enough money to do this and that he would have had to have outside financial support for these things. The president resigned as director of his British and Irish resorts before his inauguration last year. U.S. Congress has been questioning whether Russian money could have been used to fund Donald Trump's golf courses in the UK and Ireland. It emerged after the Permanent Select Committee on Intelligence at the U.S. House of Representatives released a transcript of the sworn testimony of former Wall Street Journal reporter Glenn Simpson. Mr. Simpson, who works for consulting firm Fusion GPS, was asked to research then-presidential candidate Donald Trump in 2015-16. He told the committee that he looked at the Trump golf courses in Scotland and Ireland as part of his research. Asked whether he saw Russian money involved with them, he replied, "Well, we saw what Eric Trump said about Russian money being available for the golf course projects, making remarks about having unlimited sums available. Because Mr. Trump's companies are generally not publicly traded and don't do a lot of public disclosure, we can only have a limited look into the financing of those projects. But because the Irish courses and the Scottish courses are under UK, Anglo corporate law, they file financial statements. So we were able to get the financial statements. And they don't, on their face, show Russian involvement, but what they do show is enormous amounts of capital flowing into these projects from unknown sources or at least on paper it says it's from the Trump Organization, but it's hundreds of millions of dollars. And these golf courses are just, they're sinks. They don't actually make any money. So, if you're familiar with Donald Trump's finances and the litigation over whether he's really a billionaire, there's good reason to believe he doesn't have enough money to do this and that he would have had to have outside financial support for these things." Mr. Simpson said that he is mostly working off public records. He said, "A lot of what I do is analyze whether things make sense and whether they can be explained. And that doesn't make sense to me to this day." The Trump golf resorts in Scotland are at Turnberry in Ayrshire and the Mini Estate in Aberdeenshire, while in Ireland there is Trump Doonbeg. Donald Trump resigned as director of the family's Scottish and Irish golf courses just before his inauguration as president in January last year. PA Reuse Content. We use cookies to enhance your visit to our site and to bring you advertisements that might interest you. Read our privacy and cookie policies to find out more.